Welcome back to another walk around and test drive at Coyote Classics today. Today we're checking out this 1972 Nova SS. This is a neat car, well built, 396 under the hood. It's got the Holley Sniper EFI fuel injection, 4-speed manual transmission. And I'll talk about how we can prove a real super sport here in a few minutes, but underneath the hood, as I mentioned, 396. I believe the date code on this came back to being a 67 396 engine. Power steering, power brakes. And a couple neat things with this one. So in 1972, you could tell a real super sport by the VIN, which you could not do in 69 and 70, but and 71. But starting in 72, the super sport was just kind of an option package. So the K in the VIN as the 5th digit, which this one has, designates that this car would have came from the factory with the L48 350 4-barrel, which only the super sport option got that engine. So real super sport, now has a big block fuel injected 396 with a 4-speed Muncie, but it is the original color, interior and exterior. This is orange flame or flame orange. Pretty neat. You don't see many of these orange cars, but factory orange car with black bucket seat interior. And let's check it out. It's another car I'd classify as just a great looking kind of local car show quality cruise night car. Beautiful interior, nice drivetrain, but the paint is older. Now outside it looks fantastic, but as we get up close, we're gonna find some little imperfections. I know I can't see it outside, but when I was inside it, there was a little spot, in the paint. You know, just maybe like a little rise or sanding mark, something like that on the hood. Maybe it's right up here. But just really kind of minor stuff like that. I bet the paint on this is 15, 20 years old. So you're gonna have some little things like that, but you know, right here, super presentable. Take it to a local car show, be proud of it. But most importantly, drive and have a lot of fun with it. Power brakes with front disc. It's got the Cragar SS rims with Cooper Cobra raised white letter tires. Tires got good tread. Wheels are in good shape. That's just some buffing compound here. Couple small little bubble there on the lower front fender. The door looks good. And just some rock chips. Door fits excellent. Got a nice shine, but again, just older paint. What I'd consider more of like a driver quality, not a trailer queen, but definitely a good looking car. Back glass is in good shape. Back bumper looks like that's been re-chromed. It's got a nice shine to it. Tail lights and rear SS panel look to be original. It's just got some wear that you can see when you get up close on that. Trunk looks very solid. Back package tray looks good. I'm excited to drive this one. Door panel's excellent. Door jamb paint, you can tell it's just not as nice as the exterior as far as like the finish. Again, it is older. Rockers in good shape. Seam looks good there in the door jamb. Dash pad looks excellent. paint on the dash and glove box look very, very nice. It's got the correct style console with the 4-speed Hurst, and I like how they mounted that Holley Sniper, you know, computer or tuner as well. Headliner looks good. You are missing the dome light cover, but headliner is in excellent shape. Back package tray looks great. Back seat looks nice, and so do the fronts. You know, new foam. I don't know if it's newer upholstery, but the upholstery looks excellent. There's my lever that I'm looking for. Back seat and rear door panels look great. So do the rear sail panels. It's a really good car. It's got the proper SS steering wheel. Doors open and close good. Quarters nice and straight. You can see the front fender sticks out just a tiny bit. Nothing that, I mean, the thing people got to remember too is even these cars, even brand new, the gaps and stuff weren't perfect on them. They're all still old cars. That's kind of what makes them neat is they're all hand assembled and hand designed too. You do have just a little bit of, I don't know if it's a sanding mark or just something here kind of in the clear. I don't know if that'll show on camera, but and I don't mind an older paint like this too, because now you can see how it's held up, you know, over 15, 20 years. You really know what you got versus, you know, you paint something 6 months ago and you really don't know what how the paint's gonna turn out until you put some age on it. But quarter looks good. Back tires have good tread on them. Make sure you go to the website, coyoteclassics.com, check out the undercarriage pictures. Corner of the door tucks in there nice. As we look down along the rocker, you do have a couple chips, but you can see bare metal underneath that, just probably from getting your feet in and out. I don't see any bubbles or anything down here on the rocker or corner of the door. Hood gap's good. Door lines up nice. A chip or something here that's been touched up. Oh, here, this I about missed, but probably the worst part is there was a chip here and they touched it up, but you can just kind of tell that it, you know, was touched up. But sharp looking car, really nice stance. Driver's side corner of the door is excellent. See your factory seam. Got your stickers there. Little wear right here on the door panel. But the rest of it's in awesome shape. Wood grain looks good. Armrest bases look good. Driver's seat's in excellent shape. Again, new foam. Lenses are really nice and clear on the dash. Got the factory tack. Paint on the dash looks good. Sweet car. Let's drive her. Visors are nice and tight. That's kind of neat too. Still has the original visor with the engine starting procedure. Kind of cool. And the dome light works too. Just missing that cover. I don't know if the suppliers were short or why that hadn't showed up, but all right, so with this fuel injection, when you first fire it up, you just want to turn the key on. You'll see the computer's gonna do its thing, warm up. Then once you hear that shut off, hit the key, fires right up. That's another nice thing about the fuel injection. You don't have to mess with pumping it. Just let the computer do its work. Down here, got oil pressure, carries great oil pressure. Gas gauges down here, temp gauge, and amp gauge. Nice AM FM aux. I think it's classic auto sound radio. And that works. Looks like you just got the speaker here in the dash, but still get some nice sound. Horn works. Seems like the shifter is going to work nice too. One thing I know that does not work, and we're selling it this way, is the factory in-dash tack does not work. Clutch feels nice. Power steering works good. I know that's something Brant had to fix on it, was the steering. We might have done a new steering sector, but it's gonna drive it easy to start. There's first, second, goes into gear nice. There's third. Here's our brakes. They're power, they're front disc, they stop nice. Nice full pedal, no pull left, right on the steering wheel. To start, we're just gonna drive it nice, let it warm up. But first, second, third, and fourth. There we go.
Super smooth down the road.
Yeah. Speedometer doesn't work either. We'll look into the speedometer. I don't remember what the guys diagnosed in the shop, but we'll take a look at that. Wipers work. As we go up here to stop sign, we'll check our synchros and then we'll get a takeoff as well. But we're gonna downshift in the third. Second. Down in first. Fourth. And I love the sound of that Sniper EFI when you hear it. Whoosh. Yeah. Sounds good. Good power, shifts good. I do hear just a little bit of a belt squeal that I'll have the guys look at. A lot of times what that is our detailer will get some of his spray on the belt and it'll make it squeal for a little bit, but I'll have the guys just double check that again, but goes down the road great. Shifts good, brakes are good. Just a really cool car. Factory Super Sport, rare color combination. And a lot of fun to drive. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.